new glasses. Hi everyone, this is Kiwiji and this is the second Q&A video. Thank you everyone for sending in your questions. I had a good fun time reading them. Okay, so this one was asked quite a lot and it's when did you start drawing? I started drawing about 8 years ago, 9 years ago. I have collections on my computer from 2010, so I guess that says it all, you know. But my DeviantArt account is about 9 years old. So I started drawing digitally in 2010, but I started drawing like really awful pen and paper stuff a year before that. And when I started drawing digitally, it wasn't that great either. The second question is from the OG RB, and it's with all the merchandise you make, which is your favorite to design for? I enjoy making prints the most. Yeah, hands down, I enjoy making prints the most. I'm trying to get myself to like making charms more because I do like the aspect of charms, but I have a bit of issues with my chibi style. I don't really like my chibi style very much, and I'm trying to get myself to like it more. It can be a bit difficult because I think my chibi style is not as cute as everyone else's, but you know, you always like other people's art more than you like your own, so what are you gonna do about that? Third question is from my friend Starlet, and it's what inspired you to start your YouTube channel? Nothing in particular inspired me. I made my first speed paint of Sans Undertale about 2 years ago because I thought it would be a fun kind of thing to do. I just kind of like watching over them once or twice to see like how I did this, how I did that, and I thought like other people might enjoy seeing that too. So that's kind of it. Like, I didn't expect it to become one of my favorite social media sites and my main social media site. I didn't expect that at all. I didn't expect this to be the thing that I focus most of my time on now. Most of my free time now anyway. The fourth question is from Sophia, and it's why does your laugh add 20 years on my life? And I don't know, but thank you, that's so sweet of you to say. I'm glad you find my laugh nice. I don't actually like it at all. I think it's quite loud, but it can get quite loud and obnoxious, but thank you so much for liking it. Thank you. The fifth question is from Cayenne, and it's the question that I've been personally waiting for, which is why did you decide to center your theme around beans? So my username is Kiwiji, so the word kiwi meaning like birds, like the bird kiwi or the fruit kiwi, but the reason why everything else is kind of centered around beans, like my new intro, my Discord server, my Patreon tiers, is because my best friend Megan calls me Bean, and honestly I think that's like the cutest word, and I think that the word bean is fun to say, and there's so many different types of beans. So when I was stuck making Patreon tiers, I was like, there are different type of beans. I could just put different type of beans in each Patreon tier, and then that will be fine. And so that kind of like added on to my Discord server, which is called Bean Sprouts, and every single member in there is a bean sprout, and honestly it's just cute. It's just a really cute theme to have. I think the word bean is really cute. I think beans are really cool. They're fun to eat. I hope that doesn't turn into some sort of cannibalism joke now. The sixth question is from Kat, and it's when tabling at a con, have you ever been in a situation where someone you know and they don't know you do art see you at the con, their reaction, your reaction. I've been very fortunate to have all my friends know that I do art and do this as a little side thing that I do, so I've never really had that sort of surprise. But I think the closest thing to that would be when I was tabling at Comic Fiesta and my high school junior popped out of nowhere, who I haven't seen in like 7 years, just kind of like popped up at my table and was just like, hi, and I was like, oh, you're here and I'm here too, we're both tabling. Oh my god, I haven't seen you, or I haven't seen your art in like years, so how's it going? And yeah, so we used to like draw art, really bad art together in like high school, like in our high school anime club. That's right, I said it, anime and manga club, and like that was about it. That was kind of awkward, but I wouldn't say it's that awful. And I'm sorry I don't have a better story for you than that. It's just that all my friends know that I draw this as like a little thing on the side, and all my friends know I draw art, and all of them know that I do conventions and everything. So yes, that's kind of it. The 7th question is from Yabuko, and it's, where's your favorite place in Malaysia? My favorite place in Malaysia has to be Redang Island, because it's one of the most beautiful places I've ever been to. The water is blue, the beaches are fantastic, you can go snorkeling and see fish and beautiful coral and everything, and it's such a serene place, and you're not allowed to like, and they protect the corals there because you're not allowed to dump trash there, or else you're fined like 1,000 ringgit or something, or 2,000, or it's just a big amount of money if you dump trash there. Yeah, I love the ocean. The ocean's my favorite place, beaches, everything. I love the sound of the ocean, I love the smell of the ocean, and so an easy answer would be every single beach in Malaysia, but my favorite beach would have to be Redang Island. And the last question is from Hiteshi, and it's, do you ever suffer from comparing your art with others' art? If yes, how do you cope with it? The answer is, I cope with it pretty badly. I know it's not the best thing, and I probably can't give you as much advice on it. You know, this will probably be one of those things where I know the answers to it, but I don't really follow them very well myself. I have a really hard time seeing other people's art, especially when people with art that I consider to be much better than mine approach me for Artist Alley advice and questions, and I can't help but think that, God, your art is absolutely fantastic, and why are you even asking me? I am probably not even qualified. You will be way more successful at conventions than I will be, because of your eye-melting art. Like, eyes literally melting from how beautiful it is. But at the same time, you know, it took me a while, and I'm probably a little bit better at doing this now than I was maybe about 3 years ago. But after several conventions, I feel a little bit more secure in my art, just a little bit more, because, you know, people still buy it, people think it's cute. That should be proof enough that at least some people find my art desirable, and they find it worth it to buy it. And honestly, I kind of suffer from it all the time. Just, you know, like I said earlier in the video, you're always gonna look at someone's art and think it's better than yours, you know, whether it's from your friend or whether it's from like Twitter or Tumblr or Instagram. You know, there's the problem is that there's always gonna be someone out there that's better than you. There's always gonna be a senpai, and there's always gonna be someone who did this longer than you and does it better than you, or maybe even someone younger than you and does it better than you. And I guess you just have to accept that. The most important thing is you can't let that stop you. You can't let that stop you from doing art. And as much as I spend time looking at other people's art and wishing that their art style was mine, I have never stopped drawing. I have never stopped trying to improve and trying to learn and trying to make my art better. So I think maybe if you can't stop comparing, maybe that's fine. The most important thing is don't stop. Don't stop trying, don't stop improving, don't stop drawing. That's it really. That's all I can say on the subject. And that was the very last question. Thank you everyone again for sending in all the questions. I had a blast reading them, and it was really fun to do another one of these videos. I hope I can do another one sometime in the future. And I think that last question was a good place to round things off. And lastly, I think, like, on a more personal note, I'm getting much better at speaking to a camera, and well, I can't stop using the word "and." I can't seem to end my sentences, so I just keep using the word "and" over and over. But some people have pointed out that I've managed to get to my point faster and I don't waffle as much. So I don't know, improvement? I have been doing this for about 2 years now. No, I have been doing this for about a year. Just like the whole vlogging experience. So yeah. Thank you again for 1,000 subscribers. Looking at that number really does make me really happy. And thank you all so much for supporting me. And bye.